Hello. Welcome to today's Genshin stream. I started pretty much half an hour early, but wanted to play. I was getting bored sitting around. So I figured we'd start and get some dailies out of the way first, and then we'll hop into the Archon quest. I'm not even at full resin yet. I was about to say, what opponents? I didn't see any opponents.
Obey! Access denied.
Hi, Alan. The usual problems. Don't worry, I got it. I got it sorted out for you. I'll get it done.
Unthinkable! Unleash!
Rope. Surprise! Done. We go.
Come with me. Let us find shelter from the rain. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Oh, one survived. Doesn't matter, I can catch you when you're alive too. Rain, perfect weather for my cryo team.
Yeah!
You're not that guy, man. You're not that guy. You're not that guy. Not that guy. Oh, the jukes.
Manifest! Cryo incarnate! Embrace the ice! My apology! Unleash! So rude! Take flight! There's a pleasant breeze and glorious sunshine. So I can fix this. We're way behind schedule. Transfiguration! Sakura swirl! Do your master's bidding!
Wrong way.
You'll regret that!
That hurt.
Wind, hear me! Whirling snow! Next on the agenda. My will embodied by ordinance divine. Feeble. Manifest. Take flight. Embrace the ice. My apology. Transfiguration. Go as well. Ad Astra ab. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra.
I'm sleepy all of a sudden. Oh my god. Hello, Juzo. Hello. Thank you for coming in. How are you doing? My day's been pretty good, Juzo. How about yours? I'm kind of all of a sudden, I was like, I wanted to play Genshin, and then as soon as I booted up Genshin and started streaming, now I feel tired. But other than that, it's been a good day.
Access denied. Unleash. Take flight. Kami-san to art. Sumetsu.
That was unfortunate for that guy.
Manifest! No touching! Transfiguration! Go as one! I swear by my sword! Access denied. Next on the agenda.
Crabs. Is that a chest? Or is that just a sword? I think that's just somebody's sword. Okay. Oh, I still need to do the potion thing too, don't I? Does that end today? I probably need to speed run that. Pain.
It's so nice to do.
Oh, it ends in 4 days. I got time. You like my VTuber? Thank you. I appreciate it. I am half human, half goat. I'm hiding my horns under my hoodie, but my ears. I have human ears, but my hoodie makes a shape of goat ears too. But thank you. He was designed by La Niel Mama. You can find her in my credits below if you'd like to see more of their work. Da, 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 da. That's not too far. I can just teleport. Are you a VTuber, Juzo? Hello. Some iron coming right up. You're welcome. No, but when I get my PC, I might. Looks fun. Nice. Well, I hope you decide to do it. It is quite expensive, though. It might take some time, since PCs are pretty expensive right now, too, to come by. But I guess it depends on what you want. It's a lot cheaper if you learn how to do it, everything yourself, for sure. Level 3. Okay. Is it even possible? Let's go talk to the potion person and just see how it all looks before we do anything. Oh, they're way up here. Oh, you're the potion person, Tamias. So close. Come on, Tamias, you can do this. You're going to create your first Smolder Sleet elixir within the next 9 hours. Tamias, what are you doing? And why are you looking all serious? It's you two. It's been a while, hasn't it? Sorry, I'm currently trying to make Smolder Sleet elixir. I'll be occupying this crafting bench in the meantime, I'm afraid. Smolder Sleet? Paimon's never heard of that one before. This is the sort of mysterious medicine that has emerged of late. I only just discovered it, unexpectedly, in a certain academic tome. According to the author, the Smolder Sleet elixir originates in Liyue, and it can cause the strength of its user to multiply. Its efficiency is unmatched as well. I believe that it must be work of powerful alchemy. The elixir is highly regarded in Liyue and is said to re-invoke the radiant dignity within. According to my estimations, my understanding of alchemy will advance by at least a decade if I prove able to synthesize this elixir. Decade? That's awesome! As long as the book is accurate, of course. Don't worry, the author of this book is a genuine genius. They've written all manner of acclaimed essays to boot. Alchemy is the most fascinating science, as we seek to uncover the techniques of the ancients. We are also consulting with the research of our contemporaries, constantly evolving and improving. That's why I seek all manner of texts to uncover what help they may be to my study of alchemy. You're really a positive guy, huh, Tamias? If the two of you could lend me a hand, I'm sure that my research would be completed with ease and produce results that Mr. Albedo will acknowledge. I might even be able to become his assistant and stay with him at his encampment permanently, researching topics of even greater difficulty. What do you say, Kaboshi? Should we help him out? Sure. Alright, guess we're helping him. Thanks you both so much. I'll find an appropriate way to repay you for sure. Once I'm done synthesizing the Smolder Sleet elixir, you shall be the first to enjoy its miraculous effects. Believe you me, you'll be stronger in a blink of an eye. I need to be so polite. Never mind medicines or becoming stronger. Paimon just wants some good food. That's even easier. Once we finish this task, I'll provide you with the appropriate remuneration and invite you to the restaurant. That's a word I've never seen before. Invite you to a restaurant of your choice for a hearty meal. Really? It's a deal then. I found a PC for 1200. Oh, is it a pre-built PC? I think you can probably find pre-builts a lot cheaper as opposed to like making it yourself right now. Hopefully that's what you're looking for that price. It seems that my current techniques are insufficient to create the Smolder Sleet elixir. Looks like we'll need the help of a specialist. Like Albedo? No, out of the question. Isn't that the same as asking your exam proctor for the answers? If Mr. Albedo found out I couldn't even make medicine, then it's all more unlikely that he'll ever acknowledge me. You do have a point. What about Sucrose? Sucrose is far beyond me and her understanding of alchemy. Yes, but her field of expertise is essentially unrelated to the Smolder Sleet elixir. Also, she's usually very busy. I wouldn't want to disturb her. Wait, then don't you have... Doesn't that leave us without any options? Not exactly. Our hope lies in Monset, but in Liyue. The text that I read mentions that the artificer amidst quiet doors hides the scented wind in the harbor. Hides. The scented wind is synonymous with the south wind in Liyue, and so the elixir artificer who made the Smolder Sleet elixir must be someone who lives in the southern area of Liyue. Consulting this artificer then is our most effective solution. So would you two mind accompanying to me to Liyue? I'm honestly not too familiar with that place. Sure, I'll go. Yeah, I would build one, but too expensive. Yeah, normally building one yourself would be the cheaper option, but because parts are so hard to come by right now, getting a pre-built one would probably be easier, for sure. Of course, please have faith in my analytic capabilities. Liyue, huh? That's a long way out. Oh yes, I've heard that Liyue cuisine is very delicious. Once this is all over, we can just eat there. Ooh, great idea. Paimon's in. Better watch out, because Paimon's gonna eat every signature dish at Wanmin restaurant. You can't ever get enough of those, that's for sure. It's really expensive. Don't worry. Compared to the fruits of my research, I mean, a little more is nothing compared to the favor I owe you two for helping me out. Let's set off immediately. With the power of teleportation, we're off. Let me look at that map. The southern part of Liyue is known as Chihu Rock, right? That's where we'll find our elixir artificer. Is it artificer or artificer? Well, here's Chihu Rock. Let's go have a look around. Oh, Juzo! Thank you very much for following. I appreciate it. Brother Chien. Hello there. Do you know the elixir artificer who lives around here? Elixir what now? I've never heard of such a person. Are only big shot artisans called something like fancy? I'm afraid someone of my station wouldn't know anything like that. I guess we'll go ask somebody else. Hey there, we're looking for the elixir person of the Chihu Rock. Would you know where he lives? I'm sorry, but I'm not familiar with nicknames that my neighbors have. Only their proper recorded names. Perhaps you can ask Yinger from Scent of Spring. Okay. This lady. So glad to see that I'm finally on your mind. And you brought a friend, too. Here to keep me company, perhaps? Oh boy. Paimon's got a funny feeling about this already. Actually, miss, we're here to pay the elixir artificer a visit. Do you know where we can find this person? Oh my. You've got your foot in another boat already, I see. I must admit, I'm a little disappointed. But I must say that it's a pleasant surprise that you're digging into my deepest secrets like this. Secrets? Wait a minute, this mean you're the person we're looking for? Growing ever smarter, I see. How adorable. That's unexpected. To think that the elixir artificer would be so young. Sure, the feeling is quite different from Mr. Albedo, but there's that same inscrutable aura. Looking at your flustered faces, you must have some cares that need lifting. Come now, let's be direct, shall we? Paimon feels like this situation is about to take an unexpected turn. Diva! Thank you for the 12 months. It's been a whole year. Thank you so much. How's the rest of your day? The smolderous elixir you seek is just an ancient perfume that is my specialty. That's nothing to do with alchemy. A perfume? Isn't that some sort of solid spice? But it has such a cool name. In the book that it could make people stronger. And the book said it could make people stronger. am good. I was good. I was like, I'm gonna start streaming a little early. And then when I started streaming, I like got hit by a brick or something and now I feel tired. But I must go on. I suspect that must have been the a result of a firm's popularity. The ancient writers once emphasized the virtues of edification through immersion. Ow. Ow. Those who have used my ancient perfume find themselves becoming magnetic, confident, their relations ever improving, their careers ever climbing, their sailing ever smooth. Why, it's almost as if they had truly used an adepti elixir. As such, people gave that ancient perfume of mine a suitably poetic name before writing a simple poem to praise its efficacy. So that's how it is. That can't be. Was the essay I read mistaken? Or was my understanding of the poem in error? Like, for example, this elixir is said to invoke the radiant dignity within. Does that mean that it's capable of unlocking a person's inner power and potential? Oh dear. Actually, this phrase refers to a person's demeanor and temperament. What it really means is that the ancient perfume allows people to appear refreshed and radiant. Not that I blame you, of course. Poetry requires deep study, and it is quite different from the analysis of data and numbers. We are not meant to look at the words in isolation, but as a whole. So a word-by-word analysis doesn't work in this case. But that book mentioned many of the curious effects of the smolderous sleet elixir. Honestly, I was left speechless as I read them. Titillating mysteries are fascinating things, like a lovely silhouette even through a window screen. So too do books that record straight rumors require a certain artistic license. Ah, but I must say, that really was high praise. How could this be? So let Paimon get this straight. Tamaya's reference material bragged about the perfume's effects, and then he misread the poem, resulting in his believing that this smoldering sleet elixir is some super powerful alchemical medicine. Jeez, I don't know why that took me a minute. So in the end, my research was based on incorrect arguments. Ugh, I failed again. And I did a ton of fruitless work to boot. Now, don't get so down. They say that the path between mountains leads to new trails, and even the withered wood shall sprout anew. Perhaps the ancient arts of producing perfume might give you a little inspiration and allow you to break through this final bottleneck in producing the medicine you desire. That's true. Things might have developed weirdly, but you did get pretty far in using your own understanding, Tamias. Since Miss Ying agreed to help, why not give it a go? You're right, alchemy too is a deep science, and this isn't my first failure either. I've got to push through this. I can usually grasp what I'm reading. This is just a blip. Even if I can't produce some miracle medicine, improving the alchemical remedies we have currently is the accomplishment nonetheless. Miss Ying, traveler, let's head to the nearest crafting bench.
Adventurer, think you can last a round against me?
Now, the making of an ancient perfume is quite the delicate process. Think of your movements as a lover's caress. Gently peel the bud open. Remove the petals and stack them with care. Thinner petals on top, thicker ones below, leaving appropriate gaps between each, then mash them. Don't grip your mortar and pestle too tightly. Loose wrist, steady rhythm. Up and down. Up and down. Wait until the petal sap has oozed out and the base of your mortar and pestle are moist before speeding up. Miss Ying, I must say, your choice of words is most unique. Nonetheless, I understand what you mean. The raw materials must be handled carefully and placed into the container in the right order. The timing of immersing them into the base fluid must be precise so that we can better control the temperature. Creating alchemical potions of a high quality also requires similarly strict controls. Ah, you're quite the bright spark, aren't you? But that's not all. The sublimation effect of certain perfumes must be given utmost care. As such, suitable auxiliary materials such as mint and star conch must be added. This way, the perfume's scent will diffuse quickly, allowing everyone around to relax. But this effect cannot be too strong, or the perfume will not endure long. Sublimate, you say? I get it. Actually, this aspect of making ancient perfumes is exactly what I'm looking for. Aerosolized medicine can affect both the user and the environment, granting them more obvious effects than ordinary essential oils. Fine control over sublimation speeds should allow for such agents to last longer than essential oils as well. Yes, the direction is very promising indeed. Wow! There's no place in this academic mumbo jumbo for the likes of us, huh? Let's leave them alone for a while, shall we? That smells great! My mind feels refreshed and energized already. It's a success! I finally succeeded in combining ancient perfume making with alchemical agents. Thank you so much, Miss Singer, for if not for your expert instruction, there's no way I would have grasped these concepts and made the medicine so easily. Oh, come now. Too much humility will make you come off as shallow and overly polite. It was your own knowledge and discernment that proved key to your success. Well then, won't you give the fruit of your hand Ardent Libra a name? Let's call them Smolder Sleep Potions then. They're a combination of your perfume making technique and the features of an alchemical potions together, a unique blend that will go down in history for sure. Oh my, how you flatter me. But you know, that name's not all that different from Smolder Sleep Elixir. Well, let's go back on topic. Traveler, as promised, you shall be the first user of the Smolder Sleep Potion. It could still use some improvement in its current form. So could I trouble you to test its effects for me? Its effects should be more obvious in areas where the airflow is gentle. I've heard that Lua has some domains in which no one set foot. I reckon it would be an ideal testing grounds. Yeah, my thanks. I'll remain here for a while longer to continue my discussions with Miss Ying. Once I get your feedback, I'll make some improvements to Smolder Sleep Potion. We'll be waiting. It's one of these things, huh? You can freely select which floor to challenge in any trial in a study of potions, which will let you plan your attack. Each time you finish one floor, the difficulty of the other floors. Each time you finish one floor, the difficulty of the other floors in this trial will increase significantly. Once you select reset trial, the floor difficulties will be restored. Each challenge floor has a party of 4. You choose safe record. On each floor challenge party, the deployed party can equip a maximum of 3 potions. This challenge is complete. Save record selected. Okay. We got a Geo, water, and ice. Geo, water, ice. Oh, there's so much to read. And switching characters, all party members' attack is increased by 10%. We'll wing it. I probably won't go into this too in depth. Just want to get the primos, right?
No touching.
How do I use my potions? Wait, how do I use my potions?
Shine down. This is long overdue. Inazuma shines eternal.
Time for retribution!
Barbados, guide us. Born of ice and frost.
I did it. Wish we could use that side domain. I think there's room for improvement. If we can only use it in domains, what's the point? Discussing with missing here. Please give us all the details. I explained everything. I didn't even use a potion. I didn't know how to use one. I think I needed to equip it first. I didn't equip the potions into my quick slot thing. Unless they're already active. I have no idea. I can't read this out loud anymore. I'm just gonna skim through it. That's my mood. Food. Our boys in love. All right, let's actually get to this. Let's enjoy the night of Liyue.
Obey!
Ningguang, long time no see.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the
Wait.
Jade Chamber?
The expensive
That's a
endeavor.
huge project.
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contacting me to declare an interest in joining the project. Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you here today. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other two.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber. Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find, and in addition, The first 3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question. You may ask me anything, and I will give you an honest answer. I trust that this means of compensation will be to everyone's satisfaction.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes
Jeez,
the market.
all these
What a coincidence. I won't
All
divulge
these
too
people.
much, but I heard some murmurings about some plastrite just the other day.
all they care
So
about is
excuse me all,
themselves.
but I have some business to do.
It's the city of contracts, right?
No. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run a business! Then we'll never be short of Mora ever again.
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once you have collected the materials, please take them there. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person. When you do arrive, please seek out my secretary. Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity presents itself to you. Do not let somebody else snatch it from your grasp.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we'd better get going. First, we gotta get out of Eugene.
I'm not a huge fan of the English Ningguang. I'm gonna be honest. It just feels kind of flat.
Something kind of fishy going on over there.
Ma'am, you
Hey!
seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest.
Scar's about to
Lady
get some
Ningguang
more
has set up.
scars.
As it happens,
Wanna know
we
how
have
I
some
got these
information about the
scars?
materials that I really think might interest you. Come on, let's find somewhere a little more private, and we can get down to brass tacks.
No, I don't need it.
Ah, don't be like that. Hey, come on, don't go! Why don't you stand there after her? Oh, right, yeah.
Not very brave, is he? They're so slow. After her. Right.
Did you hear that?
We'll walk
They
there.
said they had some useful information. Information's just what we need.
Too bad
right now.
they don't know
Let's
that she's
follow them
actually
and see
over
what we can
here.
find out.
Idiots. Ba-da-ba-dum. Ba-dum. Hello, Madam Ping. Just gonna collect these real quick while I'm here. You never know when you're gonna need them.
They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Surprise!
Look at that, ma'am. Nowhere left to run. Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some Mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you, I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. I shouldn't have to spell this out to you. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I just like looking at these lily pads.
No more
I
excuses!
don't want to be a part of it.
I know you have money. I saw you. Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then Shenhe at kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the signature dishes, take a few bites, then you're on your way again. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are. Perhaps... yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
What are you afraid of? We're
It's
just
not very brave,
selling
is he?
information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Why don't you cosplay as her, Kaboshi? Because I don't want to. I don't really cosplay at all, honestly. How you doing, Takeshi? Hopefully you had a good day.
Oh, you again.
Millilith. What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind your own business. I swear.
Silence!
tattletale!
How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
No, don't be angry, sir. Please, let me explain.
Just got home, tired as fuck. Oh. Are you alright?
Shenhe,
Shenhe.
my name.
Nice to meet ya.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is, well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Oh, I've heard about you two before.
How are you?
Thank you for helping to defuse the situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
You can't do that. That's way too violent. This is Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Laws?
Laws. Uh-oh. Have you not heard of the law? Shenhe?
No, apparently not.
Really? So how exactly have you...
Right, cat. What was that noise?
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants ordering this and that and the other, but only took a small bite of each dish. Then of course you're still hungry. So, anything in particular you're hungry for?
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals.
Ah, a vegetarian.
Medicinal herbs?
Kinda hard to explain.
Yep,
Anyway,
Archon quest.
Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a big medicinal meal. After all, you can't work on an empty stomach. you think Shenhe might be an Adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things work here. If she is an Adeptus, that would explain everything. Where does she fit in with the other Adepti, though? Paimon's super curious.
In real life, she can't have that figure as a vegetarian. Haven't done it yet, gonna have to lurk. No worries, no worries. Actually, I'm gonna do some domains real quick now that my thingy's full. But then we'll continue. For once, I actually don't want it spoiled. Really? Why the change of pace? Why the change of mind?
In the mortal world.
She wants Shenhe? What?
Unleash! For Rex Lapis! Do your master's bidding! We're waking up! My apologies! Sakura Swirl!
You broke me. Ella, you broke me. I'm broken. What happened? That's the first time it's done that. I gotta catch up on chat. A little bitter. She's been working hard not to wail. Have not had good luck. Sorry. Wait. Wait, what happened? Well, something broke.
Should we really be off work this early?
I had to move myself
There's still
over,
a lot
but
left to do.
the thing's not working properly anymore. Oh, don't worry, Ella. That's not your fault. This program's been a little buggy ever since it got updated. Huh. Not working properly anymore. Might just have to like adjust the power of the throws. I might fix it. All good. How are you doing, Ella? Doing all right. Just getting set up or some UW. Oh, Ultimate Werewolf. Saw you online. Yay! Have fun with Ultimate Werewolf.
Obey! Blaze over! By ordinance divine, in your dreams! Whirling snow! Yeah! Kami-Sajara! Surrender! So rude! Take your true form! Access denied!
Ow! Genshin's going good. Just doing some quick dailies, and then we'll be hopping back into the Archon quest line. Just getting rid of my resin, that's all. Are you gonna pull for more Ganyu? No, probably not. I don't really go for like more constellations all that much. I'd rather just get new characters as opposed to like making them stronger, you know? So I'll probably start saving for Miko. Getting new characters keeps the game fresh for me.
Cryo incarnate! Born of ice and frost. This is long overdue. I swear by my sword. Take flight. Suckless swirl. No touching. Transfiguration.
Polygamy is allowed in Genshin? Meh. If you say so. Oh, 3? Trash, trash. Nothing good though. I am working on building my Shenhe better. I mean, she's all maxed out, or not maxed out, but she has all the stuff to make her worth using, but not the right stats quite yet. Her attack is at 3200 right now, but I want better substats for everything. Also working on better Ganyu artifacts too, and then I'm gonna start building Ningguang as well. Maxed out Tom on his birthday, it was very fitting. Nice. Ooh.
My will embodied. All hail. My apologies. Embrace the ice. Do your master's bidding. Unleash.
Wow. Completely missed that shot.
Manifest. No touching. Transfiguration. Next on the agenda.
So do you find that Shenhe makes your Ganyu and Ayaka stronger? Yep, she does. but it could be better. There's still improvements that I need.
I was just thinking that the silk flowers at the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Tell me to do all these. Is Shenhe a good character fitting in your cryo harem? She is. I don't have enough room for my cryo harem. We got cryo supremacy. Yeah, Shenhe, Ganyu, Eula. Chi-Chi is a daughter. We'll just leave it at that. Rosaria. I still need to work on Rosaria too. Her damage isn't as much as I'd like. An Aloy. An Aloy. I think that's everybody, right? Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up.
Nice.
It's so nice to
Have you done the Archon quest yet, Ella? You haven't? Oh, okay. Don't want to spoil anything, so I understand if I mean you're probably heading out for Ultimate Werewolf soon. But I was just about to go. No worries. Have fun with Ultimate Werewolf.
We're way behind schedule.
I'll be continuing the Archon quest. We need to chill soon. I'm super into DBD if you want to play more. Yeah, for sure. I don't work this week, so I should be able to join you if you plan on streaming it at all the next couple, the next 2 streams, I mean, that you'll have. Training for the next tourney? How did the tourney go? I wasn't able to be there for the whole thing. I caught your like first match and then I had to head out. So what was the outcome of it? I wasn't really sure on the rules. I didn't know. You got second. That's nice. That's good. I wasn't sure how the point system worked or anything like that. It looked like you just kept going against different killers, and then based on your overall efforts as a team, you gain points, I guess. But I wasn't entirely sure how the point system worked. Popping out of lurk to say hello to Ella. It's how many gens we did and stuff, basically what you said. Okay. I figured. I just wasn't sure how many points overall, like for each thing you did was. But second, it's good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up,
level up, level up, level up.
Level up, level up, level up, level up.
Your prescription.
I'm creeping around right now. You just can't see me.
Bye, Takeshi. Thanks for the lurk. Hope you feel better. Where's my Chi-Chi at? She's not here. Gotta head out as well. I'm in the shadows. Alright, Ella. Enjoy Ultimate Werewolf. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody. I'll be here.
Ginseng, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in
She's
stock.
just gonna shove it in her mouth and start eating it like a cow.
Thank you.
She's really eating them.
Don't say that out loud. What the heck?
My hunger has now abated. Thank you.
How did they taste?
Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance, After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food? If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development. Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains. That proves it. Paimon knew she was an Adeptus.
I don't think she's an Adeptus. I think she
Enough
is a
about
student
me.
of an Adeptus.
What are your plans from here?
Oh, right. Paimon almost forgot. We came
But I recall when her character design got leaked, and people thought it was the Cloud Retainer, like a human form of her.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I
I hope
was
we get a
passing
Ganyu
by.
interaction with her.
Yep.
If not now, then maybe later.
Any question you want if you win.
The next, I guess, quest line during the festival. Because I think that's when Ganyu's banner is
rebuilding of the Jade Chamber,
happening, so I
but
assume there's
until
going to be
this
some
point,
story
I
for
had no
Ganyu.
intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Wow. You really don't have to. But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can be classified as awesome. I do, however, believe it will be highly effective. We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Kill the competition! Win the
But I hear that
games!
competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils. Let's start at the top of the list and work down. So, for Plostrite...
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
Baiju? What are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber, maybe for its first aid on site. I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal affairs. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi.
Uh-oh.
Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now. I don't suppose any of you are looking for part-time work by any chance?
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called Sunset Vermilionite?
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's very rare indeed. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need from me, just come to the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Belly button.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Xingqiu.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
As well? Do you mean...
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the price. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
Jesus.
500 million?!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But without any Sunset Vermilionite...
Don't panic. I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some Sunset Vermilionite. After Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the Lisha area.
That's great! But is it really okay for us to just go and take his treasure?
It's better than murdering people, I guess.
Wouldn't it be a little, disrespectful? With him being an Adeptus?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this bother him.
Open-minded? I have not heard of Sea Gazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that?
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine. Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus, it's likely to be crawling with monsters after being abandoned for so long. So please, be very careful.
Be very careful was my first, middle, and last name.
Okay, we will be. Thanks, Xingqiu.
Okay.
Let's see. Xingqiu said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area more closely.
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there?
Was the rain also your doing, or was that just the coincidence? Oh! Oh! Grab the wog on you! What the heck? This is unfortunate. Oh.
The Sealy got... What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now? Oh, so many clouds. It feels like...
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the sunset vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? Let Paimon see! Huh? Isn't that the Sealy from before? Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something below the clouds?
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial partitioning. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adepti art.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are hiding, so we'd better be careful.
Hopefully I don't need to break that. Oh no, I do.
No! Take your true form! It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
Can't see me.
Take flight.
It's for the Lycorax.
Yeah. Born of ice and frost. Blaze over. Barbados, guide us. The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance.
That was the same exact animation from the child fight scene.
Is everyone okay? Look! Cecilia's disappeared beneath the clouds again!
It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
Whirling snow. Take flight. My will embodied.
I can fix this!
For Rex Lapis. Take your true form. By ordinance divine.
Wow.
We're gonna fall! This time, we're really gonna fall! Ah! So high! Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. Hey! That Sealy's on the move again! Let's catch up with it! Huh. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
Nani? Oh.
Manifest! Wind, hear me! Embrace the ice! No touching! We're way beyond. My apologies! Blaze over! Take your true form. Cryo incarnate. Take flight.
Access denied.
Barbados, guide us. Kamisato art, Soretsu. This is long overdue. Transfiguration.
Vermilionite?
There is sunlight on it. Cool.
Vermilionite? It's so huge! That's true, but then again, why isn't it floating?
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Wow, Shenhe. You seem to know everything about this.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story after story. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
Paimon just realized something. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, we'll be dragged up into the sky too! But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This rock must weigh well over 1,000 pounds, surely!
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure? Be careful!
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Plaustrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged. My safety.
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything, but if something this heavy lands on you, you're gonna get yourself hurt, no matter who you are. You gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects. It's just common sense!
Is it now? Well then, thank you. I'll go on ahead with the Plaustrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
Maybe she is an Adepti? I didn't think she'd be strong enough to carry it. Water reflection. It's interesting. All the way over here. Huh?
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's got to be one of those adepti, surely.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations, this item is approved for submission. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Wouldn't it have been funny if she just told her name and just take all the credit? I mean, deserved. She did all the work.
Shenhe and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest Plostrite specimen.
She called me a rare talent.
But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing, right?
In truth, it is the finest piece of Plostrite we have received so far.
I hate this event. What event? The potion event? Diva? Is that what you're referring to?
If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are welcome to stay there. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
Shenhe, Shenhe! Just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises!
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and break into a big smug smile.
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal people.
But I am not...
Shenhe?
She's not an Adeptus.
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself.
But how
quite
is
a
she
lot
so
ever
strong?
Since we set foot in that abode.
I'm sure they'll explain it.
I'm just a little fatigued.
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate in silence.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your own. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. All right? Seriously, don't punish yourself like this.
Okay. If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
This is our hotel. It's a hut. It's the only hut around. Hello, Juwon. What you want? Juwon?
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers, all sorts. So, business is booming for me today.
This guy's voice.
You're lucky you got here when you did.
Business is booming.
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just at the door on the left. Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me. I'll leave you to it.
Shenhe, you should go get some
He
rest.
sounds like
We'll
someone who maybe
outside until the other room's ready.
smokes weed
Hyman's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around
on
here.
a Friday night.
Hyman couldn't help but notice one of the guests walk in with a huge grilled chicken drumstick before. Let's buy one for Shenhe too. She can have it as a midnight snack, or save it for breakfast tomorrow.
All right. I will head to my
Made
room
you
for
laugh
now.
too.
If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door.
Have a good rest, Shenhe.
Mm-hmm. See you tomorrow.
Hey, isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing here? Let's go and say hi.
Cloud Retainer.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhe too, Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Cool. So, what's her Adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So Paimon's thinking maybe it'd be better if we called her by her Adeptus name instead.
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
I knew it. She's not an
All
Adeptus.
Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
Oh, right. Wait, what? What? You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who didn't know?
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
No, kinda, but it was more her like superhuman strength.
Her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains.
So she's like Tarzan.
Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are highly reliant on their parents for survival. But not so her. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only
Never mind,
after
she's
she
like
was
Mikasa
satisfied
from Attack on
that one
Titan.
had no intention to
She's an
cause her harm,
Ackerman.
did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single
Shenhe Ackerman. Who would have thought?
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhe might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that Shenhe may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
Alas, the mortal
The wrath
world
of a
is
god.
rife with suffering of every kind, and she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt her. Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day. Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay. The red ropes
Cloud Retainer, and you let her come to Liyue?
and
Eh?
more content.
It's a little
They
dangerous.
also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well.
That's a wall. Oh, wait, she's out. She's leaving.
It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhe because you were worried about her, didn't you?
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of
Oh, come
one's
on, Cloud
present
Retainer.
excursion.
Oh, come on now.
Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in the shadows.
Well, you didn't have to choose this
Ningguang
specific
once made a
hill.
bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, one is most curious to observe how she will respond to the coming storm. If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not hesitate to seize control. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching.
And it's
Be
raining.
sure to get ample rest.
Thanks, Cloud Retainer. Bye, Cloud Retainer.
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti. Oh,
So
no,
I guess Adepti training can give her superhuman strength.
show their respect all the time must be kind of hard to deal with.
What time did it make? 8?
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, Master is very talkative.
Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you down as an adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend. For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title Friend very much indeed.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list. But before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going. After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a little more slowly. Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhe. Try it! They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Oh my. Was this here earlier? How are you? It didn't really give me a chance to look up in the other cutscene, so I'm not sure if this was here. Ah! It's the other girl. ENVtuber. Well, I don't think this was here earlier.
Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky!
Okay, it definitely wasn't here earlier.
But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Yeah, we don't want it flying away.
Hey, Violet! And hey, Beto! And hey! Person Paimon doesn't know?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, I'll be right there. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Beto, you're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of Sunset Vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is... sorry, not sure we've met.
Shenhe. I am their... friend.
Aww.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required. Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side.
Wow. So it looks like the three of us are competitors now.
Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help her win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think?
Sounds great, but how does it change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yun. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Suling if he's heard of them. You guys...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers. Thoughts?
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory. I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang, Yunjin?
I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion.
Ooh, what's the opera called? Paimon wants to go see it.
The opera is a labor of love by my father.
I feel
He
like
wrote it
that's
based on a popular urban
a lot
legend
more
about
work
an
than it
evil
needs to be
spirit
for a
and an
question like
adeptus.
that.
It's called The Divine Damsel
feel like-
of Devastation.
Is Ningguang really that uptight that she won't just give her opinion on a venue? Huh.
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf, or do you need something forged?
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called a Wonder Core.
course I have. Sorry, who's asking?
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged some weaponry for my father in the past, for stage use.
Yunjin? Stage use? Oh, so you must be Miss Yoon. Sorry, my brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bashing a hammer all day. Everyone's heard of you, Miss Yoon, even folks who don't make it to the opera all that often. Like myself. So, you're here to ask about Wonder Cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she was building the original Jade Chamber. The types of ore needed to make Wonder Cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them herself last time. I don't suppose you've brought any yourselves?
No, we were gonna ask you what kinds of ore we need.
Sure. Well, you'll need two kinds. Star Splinter Iron and Subrosium. If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her Star Splinter Iron from the Mount Tianheng area. They say it resonates with visions. It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. As for the Subrosium, though, that's trickier. It's all but unheard of on the market. I'm really not sure. Sorry. What I've heard is that the people around Mount Tianheng have some sort of magic trick that can pinpoint the location of the stuff. Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter Iron around Mount Tianheng. And if you run into any locals, ask them a few questions about Subrosium.
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the divine damsel of devastation also takes place on that mountain. I hear the view there is quite spectacular. A favorite destination of the Adepti, in fact. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should head straight there. I came to Mount Tianheng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. This is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic towering peaks and the gently flowing streams. It's like setting foot in paradise. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride. Indeed, this looks like a place that one might expect to be frequented by Adepti.
The Divine Damsel of Devastation is your upcoming opera, right? And the story takes place in Mount Tianheng. Huh. Seems like you have a real connection with this place. What's the story about, though?
It's the story of a girl becoming a hero.
Cool! A hero story? They're Paimon's favorite!
The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, a terrifying monster appeared. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me."
What a nasty piece of work! Ugh. Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in its place!
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no choice but to give in to the monster's demand.
Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came forward.
No! Don't do it, little girl!
Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, from which she eventually emerged as the victor. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into
I really like this story.
Of course you would, it's about you.
But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of deviation from the truth is always inevitable. When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was to inspire his audience with the character of the divine damsel.
I think it's a great story. The ideal story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves some Star Splinter Iron! Yeah!
Whirling snow!
Sorry, guys. I don't want no trouble.
There should be enough Star Splinter Iron. Now we just need to find that Symposium.
I'll be right back.
I think I saw a village on our way here.
You're...
Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Ugh. Why are you climbing hills with Ganyu? I see you. I know why. Because Ganyu's my favorite character. I'm always playing Ganyu. How you doing, Hiragi? I am doing the Archon quest, FYI, in case you're worried about spoilers.
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something?
Isn't this what's his face's the guy that knows Ganyu? No, it's not. Okay. played the quest already. It's good. Oh, okay. Yeah, a few people have come in and was like, "Oh, we haven't done that yet," and they didn't want to be spoiled, so just wanted to make sure.
Huh. He didn't seem to catch that.
Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about Subrosium.
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Well, whatever. Guess we're on our own here. Shenhe, Yunjin, let's have a look around.
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman.
He probably
if
sees
that's okay
ghosts.
with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're alive. The rumors were true. So, all these years? I'm sorry, I don't know how to find Subrosium, but I think you can find some information in the village.
What was he pointing at?
This place is deserted now. No one ever comes here. So you can rummage around all you want.
Huh? You know this guy, Shenhe?
Lifeless eyes makes a woman 10 times hotter, just saying. I have to
Thank
come
you,
back
kind
and wail
sir.
for Shenhe.
We'll go and take a look around. Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
I got lucky.
Then let's see what we can find in this village.
I didn't spend any money. And I got Shenhe, Yujin, and Shenhe's weapon. No money spent.
The remains of a god, an abandoned village, Mount Tianheng.
I've been in X-Well for 60 days now. Congratulations. It's an accomplishment. I don't think I've ever wailed for a character except for Ganyu. She's the only character I actually spent money to make sure I got her.
Does this mean that the true story of the Divine Damsel of Devastation happened right here, in this village? The time frame certainly matches, so it seems we're in the right area. Let's keep looking around.
I didn't mean to do that. Behind. I hear it. Ah.
Huh. What's this?
Doctor said you were ill. It's Mingjun?
So, Shenhe is the Divine Damsel?
Yes, I figured that out way earlier.
Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an Adeptus, and she is about the right age. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever I chat with her. I should have noticed it earlier. According to this text, the Divine Damsel from the opera was actually the daughter of the loving couple. And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father. Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to enter that ghastly situation. She was forced into it. Oh, it looks like my father may need to make a few revisions to his beloved opera.
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Subrosium.
Paimon.
Let's have a look over there.
Paimon.
This is it! So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk, and we'll find us some Symposium! Let's go back and tell Shenhe the news!
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I had plenty of chances. I couldn't bring myself to stand up to him.
I just imagine this
I
guy.
just let things happen, let it
Ever
all
since
escalate.
this event happened, he's just been standing there in front of their house every day,
I
going
bring flowers back here
"Ugh," and
every
pointing
year.
at it.
And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way. There is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me dispassionate, like the Adepti. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh,
I like
and
the
will
auto
leave
plays
you
a little
all in
bit
peace.
slow
Shenhe, it brings me
than
some
it used to
solace
be.
knowing
I
that
feel like
you
it
are
used to be a
okay.
lot quicker.
I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look! This tells us how to find Symposium. All we gotta do is go to the middle of that lake.
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary.
I'm gonna manually click.
It turns out
You had that issue
many
too,
of the
Diva?
details in the Divine Damsel of Devastation
Wasn't sure if it was me or if it
are
was the
not
game.
true to the
But if
facts.
it's happening
So
for
I'd
everybody,
like
then
to
it's definitely
change
the
them.
game.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I cannot simply dismiss your lived experience in favor of my father's fiction.
It's okay. I like your version.
But,
My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others is the day that I can truly become part of human society. So, I hope that one day I might be brave enough to stand up and protect others, just like the girl in the opera. But I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the opportunity to see it for yourself yet.
Shenhe, Yunjin, cut the chit-chat. Let's
Paimon! God! Read the room!
We can't let someone else beat us to it.
I was enjoying that moment. Do I have to stand all the way out there? That's fine. I got Ayaka! Woo! Oh. There we go. I'm here. 1713. What's that? What's this? Oh. That's the potion thing.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more.
Did I do the wrong time? No.
How greedy of me.
Do I have to do it the next day?
My apologies. Whirling snow. My apologies.
How long do I have to wait?
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Whirling snow.
Am I doing something wrong? I feel like I'm doing something wrong. It just says to wait till 1730, which I've done that. A character is currently involved in other quests. Oh. Here after that. What? I have to do this first. Ja, why are you over here? That's what I asked. I asked you first. I mean, just eat it while we fight, Paimon. It's not like you help us fight anyway. Fine, just eat it. Hmm. Go, good for you, dude. Good for you. Yeah. I'll believe it when I see it, but if he is actually doing it, good for him. Alright, so can I actually go do this now? Can I do this? Ah, it's there, it's there, it's there. Yatta! Never mind, it's not there yet. Whee! I'll just stand here the whole day. Shining through over there. there's Zhao.
That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in! Paimon's curious if Beto's made any progress.
Interesting that we have nothing to do with Zhao in this quest, even though he's standing right over here.
What brings you here? Have they found a solution to the danger in the sea?
What danger?
Ningguang didn't tell you.
No.
Something has happened in Guyan Stone Forest. According to the contract, as an Adeptus, I should not get involved for now. But these things can be unpredictable. I have a contingency plan of my own. Only a single mountain lies between here and Liyue Harbor. If things get out of control, I will defend this place myself.
He sounds like Zuko. The more I listen to him talk, sounds like Zuko.
We're way behind schedule.
Hopefully this quest is almost over. I'm getting kind of sleepy. I don't know why. I slept in today.
Oh, goodness.
Goodness gracious me.
So, are they okay?
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end product out of these. Guess now it's my time to shine.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of research for him to get up to speed.
All good. We were able to do everything ourselves, as always.
Leave the Wonder Cores to me. I'll work on them while you go about your business. Don't worry. It won't take me too long.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next, but where should we find items relating to the Adepti?
We still need to do that.
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got this then?
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about making sigils. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so she sent me to deliver some Adepti sigils to her.
Well, that makes things awfully convenient. It's a good thing we befriended her.
Master also said she hoped that I can take this opportunity to rejoin human society. But now that I'm here, I wonder if I've been removed from the world for too long. There's so much basic knowledge that I lack. Maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way, I'm very glad to have met you, and I'll take care of those Adepti sigils.
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether you should stay or not. But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down, come find me on my ship. There'll be a drink waiting for you.
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make the sigils.
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti arts work. Maybe I'll learn something.
Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's, I can assure you there will be no quality issues.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us.
Are we gonna pay this guy? I mean, we got the materials, but he still did work for us, right? I feel like we should pay him at least. Thanks for the free Wonder Cores. Hey cuties.
Next on the agenda.
Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh, already? All three of you found them together. Okay, I see. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. It seems that we found our winners. I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin, and Beidou.
Where is Beidou? She's not even here with us.
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the plus strike yet.
I can't believe it.
Get good. Get up on my level.
So close,
AR rank
but so far.
57.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade
Adventure rank
Chamber,
57.
where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here!
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me for now.
Alright then, guess we'll head on up to the Jade Chamber first. This has been a long time coming. The last time we went up to the Jade Chamber was ages ago.
I hope they did some new designs to it, but it could be just the same exact thing. Yeah. Oh, this is new though. That little floaty thingy there with the four
Combine
leaves.
the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all for your work. Now it is time for me to fulfill my promise.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you?
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here, in the newly built Jade Chamber?
What?
The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city. It is fitting for the finest performance to be hosted in the heavens. I can think of no better stage for you than here, Miss Yun.
Yeah, Ningguang's VA still falls flat for me. I'm not feeling it.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly. Please allow me to bring all these aboard the Jade Chamber.
I don't want to. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure some of the VTubers, Japanese VTubers who play Genshin, mostly like Niji-sanji girls, I'll be able to hear the Japanese version.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good opera deserves.
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
Of course.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your brother's whereabouts. Please,
Well, that's kind
waste
of
your
her.
question on this matter.
That's very kind of her to say before I asked my question.
Wow, you're a mind reader, Ningguang. Oh well.
Not really. I mean, it would have been the same question that we asked when she didn't she ask us back in the last Archon quest here in Liyue what we wanted, and we said if we asked if we could help find our brother, so she already knew that much.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. Capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, and instinct for what is a good opportunity. All of these traits are crucial. If you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement and give you an answer. But that is not to say that it will work for you.
Wow, Paimon hadn't even asked the question yet.
You kind of already asked it earlier, Paimon. She has ears. She can hear your loud ass voice.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, you helped me rebuild the Jade Chamber, and I intend to repay you handsomely for it. So I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here. I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
Oh, great! So next time we run out of Mora, we just need to come to Ningguang? No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'd urge you not to squander it.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Paimon can probably think of another one.
No! Paimon! Hush! No more!
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
In? Is that proper grammar? I don't know. Lady Ningguang, do you ever think I can fit in? It's gotta be a typo, right? But it sounded like she said it in twice. I'd have to go back and watch.
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can develop a sense of belonging in Liyue Harbor.
Huh. A sense of belonging?
Yes. To become fond of a place, to feel part of it, it always requires a reason. Perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. Or perhaps you enjoy the atmosphere of Liyue, and you will become accustomed to it. In short, everyone needs a reason to stay. I hope you can find yours soon.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou! It's your turn! Do you have a question for Ningguang?
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the contest. Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready, and the Millilith have set up an
I don't know
ambush.
why that made me laugh so much. I think it was the pfft part.
Glad to hear it. Watch your back. Stay alert.
What's going on?
Beidou? Ningguang? What are you talking
Are
about?
they talking about that threat that Zhao was talking about, maybe?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better that you don't know.
Okay.
When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor far below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Teyvat. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber anew at this time. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace of the human world. And I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension Ceremony commence!
She's gonna do her fancy hand signs? Well, that seems dangerous. Why couldn't they just unhook it? What if the hook or the latch just like came off? Uh-oh. Is it the Kraken monster? It is! Oh, no, it looks a little different. Like a water dragon. I'm having flashbacks. PTSD.
Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Beisht.
Styles' wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming.
Beto sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
So we could sacrifice a Jade Chamber again?
Well, let's go fetch the Adepta.
No. In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone.
Ooh. Hey, Kaching's here. Oh, Ganyu's here. Fire the pew-pews. Invader ship. Nice. Very cool. Jeez. I love the cutscenes in Genshin Impact. They're so great. This is awesome. Only tells me that's not going to be enough, though. The mighty traveler may have to get involved. Uh-oh.
Tsunami incoming!
Whoa. Can we fly higher?
Wait! A giant wave!
Oh, I just got Kamehameha'd right into that mountain. Oh. Thank you, Shenhe.
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Whoa. Oh. That was crazy. Are we gonna fight it? Oh, we're fighting it.
Here? We can't let you be the only one taking this risk.
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
It's a very cool looking arena, though.
We'll help too.
Too bad we can't look straight up. This is really cool. Oh. Ow, ow. Nani, nani kore? Nani?
I can fix this. For Rex Lapis. I swear by my sword.
Where are they gonna come out? Ah. Oh.
Obey. Take flight. Come on. Focus.
Manifest.
swing and a miss.
I can fix this. Do your master's bidding. I'm just way out of practice.
Ow. No, 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 no!
Go and splat! Whirling snow! Sakura swirl!
I just needed to not be standing at the dead center. Here we go. I still need to get the one on the left. Is that you, sir? No, it's not.
We're way behind schedule.
Ow, ow, ow. Oh.
Next on the agenda. Come on, focus.
What if you did this mission with like no archer?
It is too risky to
How do you hit
continue
them?
pursuing her. If the place collapsed, the consequences would be disastrous. Let's head back.
Okay.
I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safely averted. When you visit the Jade Chamber in the future, you will be afforded generous treatment.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. How are the Millilith?
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses
So that's why why she ordered so many of those dressings.
Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millilith, thank you for your service.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
Let the soldiers recuperate.
You're my hero.
But don't let your guard down. If she returns with a vengeance, we must be prepared.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for Shenhe.
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more arduous. If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
No, they're not cheap, Ningguang. You can't keep making them.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong Ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking. You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared to the last time.
Void Coney, thank you for the follow. Hello. How are you doing?
Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will no doubt be further trials to come in the future. Do not suppose that one
Doing
will not
great, that's
continue
great to
observing
hear.
you hereafter.
While the position of Tianquan remains mine, I will always ensure Liyue's safety.
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains a few years ago, and noticed the air of dejection in which you returned. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Look at all those beautiful oars in the background.
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please take good care of Shenhe. She is a dear child.
Will do.
In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood that she may be interested to hear about.
Zimius, hello. Thank you for coming in. How are you doing?
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. They are all like this.
Congrats, you got a wife. Another wife. I got all the waifus. Cryo supremacy. You got Zhao on a single pull? Nice. Congratulations. Good. How are you today? I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired, so I hope that this quest line is almost finished. Can I be a waifu? You have to become 2D, Diva.
Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
Cloud Retainer is secretly a waifu too. She just doesn't know it yet. You've been working on an original character? Ooh. Ooh. Very cool.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber when you have.
You like that,
recovered your
Zimius?
energy.
We have a few commands on here that subscribers can do. I think the fan favorite is what was it again? I already forgot. Oh, using. People love using.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up,
Using
level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up.
We must celebrate.
I might
both
change the names
completion
of
the
these.
Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis.
I might change
This
the name of the
banquet
commands.
must be the most spectacular ever.
Yeah, Yuzen hasn't been around in a long time. There's a few people who I've made commands for who haven't been around for a long time. So I've been considering changing those to a different command name. But we'll talk to Kaching here, just because she's here. But where's Ganyu?
The Millilith's casualties are within the range we expected. But in hindsight, there were still flaws with our plan. If we'd had more time, we could have built a barrier here to absorb the impact of the waves. We must learn from this experience and never repeat the same mistakes again.
We were fortunate to have your assistance this time. Thank you.
You're welcome, Gaching. Anything for a friend. I want these ores. We're gonna bring out Big Daddy Jong to get the job done.
Gather.
Bam! Erected.
Solidify.
Is that all of them? Oh, there's one over there. I think that's all in the mountain, though. Head to the Jade Chamber. Where's Ganyu? They give Kaching a line, but not a Ganyu. Zhongli, first job shield, second job miner.
Stabilize.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok video where it showcased all the Archons, and it's like, you know, in their jobs. So it showed Venti killing the birds on the bridge in Mondstadt as his job, and then Zhongli doing the mining, and then Raiden Shogun was actually killing things with her abilities. There's no Ganyu. They didn't put How dare they? How dare they not put Ganyu here? I'm upset. Poor Timmy was crying. Probably. He's seen a lot of murder to his birds. And Venti was just drinking some wine. Just another day. Oh, we're gonna watch the play? They're doing the play right now?
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here looks amazing.
All of you here are my distinguished guests. I am determined that each of you thoroughly enjoys yourself. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the senses, but it is far from the only one. I trust you will find the marvelous view from the Jade Chamber to be an equally gratifying indulgence.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Whoa.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any of Miss Yun's performances, and I don't intend to start now.
Well, it's a good thing Ningguang gave you an invite up here, right? Otherwise you wouldn't be able to see it.
I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father. I've been so excited that I've barely slept the last few nights.
mihoyo does a good job with their music. Yeah, really good. And their cutscenes are always amazing too.
Hey, look!
I'm gonna mute my
Miss
music.
Yun is going on stage.
I'm gonna mute my BGM here for this part. Oh, that's sad. Even a pig head is there. I just got chills. That was Awesome. There's Cloud Retainer.
批冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。
Oh, they even put this part of the story in it. Very cool.
彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
That was awesome. I love that.
What did you think?
Beautiful, Yunjin. Bravo.
It was beautiful. Paimon wants to learn.
Beautiful. I dislike opera of any sort, but I really give them props for being authentic to the point of keeping the singing in all dubs and hiring an actual Chinese opera singer to do the singing. Yeah, that was really great. I loved it. Very cool, very cool. If they tried to do that in any other way, like with English or anything, or like just any other language, I think it would be pretty awkward.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is a more nuanced tale than ever. The play has an ending, but life goes on. I believe you will find a way to fit in Liyue Harbor.
Thank you. I think I've found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun, here you are. Great to see you. Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an adeptus. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The Divine Damsel herself. And look who else we have here, the illustrious traveler. Well, I'll be. This was definitely worth showing up for. Let me pull up a chair, all right.
Oh,
we'll
no.
Have a friendly chat, get better acquainted.
No.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna kill you, dude. You might want to leave.
Calm down, Shenhe.
Oh, that look! Oh, if looks good, kill! Oh! Oh, it's hot. Awesome. That was great. Wonderful. That was worth getting to. That last cutscene there. I loved it. What a party.
Now that I think about it, I'm glad Master sent me here to deliver the sigils. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the chance to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm sure I have much to learn from you in the future.
To the future.
To act, one must first feel. After our trip to Mount Tianheng together, I felt much more in touch with the character today. I believe I was able to deliver a more profound performance because of it. Next time I have a new opera, may we study the character together again?
Yes. Love to.
You've made an exceptional contribution toward the building of the new Jade Chamber. I will not forget this. I shall be sure to repay your kindness at an appropriate juncture.
Yeah, another juncture. Look at this stage. Very cool. I guess that's it. I could talk to these people. Well, do they have voice lines?
I wonder when I'll be able to build a Jade Chamber of my own. It'll take a lot more wealth than I have now. But hey, you've got to dream big. Who knows? If I keep working at it, maybe one day.
Maybe one day you'll be a playable character.
Drinking and watching opera in the Jade Chamber. A rare and exquisite pleasure.
Zuko.
More wine! More wine!
That's it. What about the guards? Guards! Do you have a line? R.I.P. Wonderful. Well, that is the Archon quest for now. Thank you everybody for showing up. I know most of you guys had to lurk or leave because you didn't want to be spoiled, which I understand. I understand completely. I do the same thing if I were in your shoes. And but for those who are still around, thank you guys for being here. Zimius, it's a pleasure meeting you. Diva, of course. You're probably playing right now, are you? Yeah, you're still playing. Oh, Zimius, thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. Hopefully I can interact with you a little bit more next time. And then also Void Coney, thank you for the follow earlier as well. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'm thinking about maybe just going and rating somebody who maybe doesn't have a lot of viewers right now. If you guys wouldn't mind hanging around, we'll go rate somebody who has a low viewer count. So let's take a look. I'll put the BGM back on so it's not so quiet. But yeah, we've reached our 3 hour, or we went over our 3 hour mark. I usually stream at least a minimum of 3 hours, if I can. But thank you, Zimius. I appreciate it. What is that? A snake heart. Ooh. Do you stream, Zimius? Oh, those are your emotes. I'll have to come check you out. Very cool. Very cool. I'll give you a follow. Can I do that from this? I can't do it from here. I will follow you. Anyways, let's see who's streaming today. Nobody I follow is currently playing Genshin, so we'll take a look. See. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Any VTubers? This person looks like they're pretty early in their Genshin playthrough for this Archon quest. Angel Fun. We'll go raid them. So if you guys could stick around, I'd appreciate it. We are gonna go raid Angel Fun. Raid Angel Fun. I'm just gonna wait for this ad to end. But if you are a sub, you can grab this, or if you're not a sub, you can grab this message. If you are a sub, you can grab this message. And I appreciate you guys sticking around for the raid. We're gonna go try to make a new friend, and I will see you guys next time. I am taking a break tomorrow from streaming, but I may come back Friday. We may be doing some Jump King. I'm not sure yet, but anyways, have a good rest of your day and have a good Friday or weekend. Have a good weekend. Bye.